What's good with you? It's the BLONGshow. Happy to welcome you to another show today, Young Humanitarian style. So today I wanted to do a little talking to the young folks, give them a couple of life advice tips. Mostly I'm talking to people from age 16 to 24. So I got a couple tips for you. One of the tips is, if your parents got any sense, listen to them. If they ain't got any sense, listen to your teacher. If they don't got any sense, you're going to find some type of adult out there that's trying to tell you something. And you're going to realize that this adult trying to tell me something. Don't push that adult. Don't pull on them either. Pay attention to what they're talking about, because they don't have to waste their time trying to give you some different information. Take that information. I ain't telling you to do everything that they're talking about, but I'm telling you to take that information and use it. You got to become your own individual, and that's what you're working towards when you become the age 16. That's why they give you a driver's license at age 16, because you're starting to begin to become an adult. That's why they expect you to start having some type of responsibility in life. And so the other thing is, getting into these different relationships. We get into these different relationships as kids and we think we're in love with somebody. You can't be in love. Stop trying to be in love. That's why it's called a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You know how stupid somebody my age look talking about their boyfriend or their girlfriend when they introduce another individual? At this age, I would never say somebody was my girlfriend. That sounds stupid. So, take that. You people at age 16 to 24, you the ones should be still talking girlfriend, boyfriend. And, don't expect nothing from that person. Don't expect that person to be in love with you. You haven't done anything for them to be in love with you. They haven't done anything for you to be in love with them. You haven't lived long enough. You haven't created yourself yet. You need some time to create yourself. You gotta become who you are before you start expecting you to have somebody. How you gonna have somebody when you don't know who you is? I didn't even know how to take care of myself when I was 16 and 24. Drinking every weekend, hanging out, wasting time. You got to put some dedication into yourself. Instead of talking about being in love, you can have a relationship if you want a relationship, but let the love thing hang on out somewhere else. Love them as a friend. Love them as an individual. But don't be talking about you in love with them. You should be focused on school. Even if you think you're hard, or you think you're a loser, or you think you're the greatest, or you think your family got money, whatever it might be that you think that you don't need school, throw that out the window and just do it anyway. Straight up do school, no matter what situation you're in. Pay attention in school. Get you a diploma. Once you get that diploma, keep it moving. Don't stop. Go ahead and go to either trade school or go get you an associate degree. So once you start getting that associate degree, or you get into that trade school, you're going to start moving into the next stage of development in life. That degree or that trade school is going to get you into becoming an individual, becoming a more independent person, finding out where your place is and what you can do, what makes you tick. You'll start to learn them different type of things. And don't think that any college or trade school is like going to general school. When you're in grade school, that's totally different than going to a community college, a university, a trade school, or the military. So get yourself established somewhere. When you graduate school, don't stop right there. I don't care if you're poor or whatever. If you're poor, that's even more reason to get started, because you know what? Them people gonna see you turn around from poor. And don't play yourself with them student loans. If you ain't been getting it and you ain't got it, don't get no loan from school and use it for nothing. If you get any type of student loan or any kind of money from a school, use that money strictly because you had to get it to get your books. Not no transportation, books, something for a school project, or something of that nature. Do not get a student loan for gas, fix a car, help the family eat. Don't get a student loan for none of that. Strictly books and school stuff, because that student loan gonna screw you over in the end. You don't need a student loan. You know, get your financial aid for your associate degree. Once you get your associate degree, get you a job. And most likely get you a midnight job. Part-time if you can. Quit thinking that you can't work midnights or you don't want to work midnights or whatever it might be. Work midnights. Be a sensible person. Pay attention to the game. You pay attention to the game, you win. If you don't pay attention, you always playing. You know, so you go get that midnight job and you continue school. Get into whatever program that's next after you finish your general studies. Or get into a bachelor's degree and knock that bachelor's degree out. But if you go get a bachelor's degree, you better be working in the field that you're talking about you getting the bachelor's degree in. Don't start working after your bachelor's degree, start working after your associate degree in that field. And I don't care, like, it can be the smallest thing. Say you want to be an auto mechanic and you're going to get a bachelor's degree for the auto mechanic so you can get your ASC certification and become a master mechanic and all of that different stuff. So you should be in the game. Once you start that bachelor's program, you should be in the game when you sign up. That means that you should, if you don't already know how to work on cars, you should be getting you a job there cleaning up, a job changing tires, a job changing oil, something in that industry, so that you can start putting your mind around what that bachelor's degree program is going to do for you. And so that you can put your mind into the situation of what an industry like that can do for you. You know, if you're not in that industry, all you doing, always you'll be starting from day one. You don't want to always be starting from day one. You want to begin with already some knowledge of what's going on. And so then let's say that you don't want to do none of that. Let's say you even screwed up school still, but you still graduated. Or let's say you didn't graduate. Go get your GED if you didn't graduate. Focus, man. Put your mind together so that you can see what you're doing ain't working. You can look at all of these dudes out here, so-called getting money, that you see on TV, and where do they end up? They end up dead or in jail or sick or something. Why you want to live your life the wrong way, mess around and get sick or hurt or something, and you're just a loser from that point. I mean, don't cheat yourself. You know, I'm only telling you this to give you some knowledge of the game of life. So when you look at this and you start doing all this different stuff, so like I said, you decided to screw up in school, you didn't graduate, but you went ahead on and listened to me now and got your GED. At age 16 and 24, if you're 16 and you dropped out of school, get back in school or go to an adult education program and get your GED. If you graduated, good. If you dropped out at 18, like I said, once again, go to an adult education program and get your GED. All of this I'm telling you though, if you screwed up in life or all of that, go sign up for the military. Because what that military gonna do for you, that military gonna change your life. That military gonna make you a man or a woman. It's gonna show you what you need to be doing in order to be an individual, in order to be an adult. So go ahead and sign up for that military. You know, that military gonna give you your own place. You'll have your own place in less than a year dealing with that military. They're gonna give you checks every month. They're gonna feed you every single day, and the food is not junk. Yeah, you get cake and everything in there. It's not junk. Don't let these people out here that ain't never been tell you nothing about the military, because they ain't never been. I've been. I'm telling you, it's a good thing. You're gonna get your body right. You're gonna eat right. You're gonna get your pockets right. You know, you ain't making it out here. Go to the military. They're gonna get you right. And don't listen to that dumb stuff. And don't listen to these idiots that ain't never been talking about it ain't no place for a black person. Get that out your head, period. Get this black thing out your head. You know, this world has overran with race. Money matters now. Power matters now. When you got money or power or a brain, nobody's looking at your race. They're gonna glance at it. Yeah, it's gonna matter this long if you start talking intelligently, if you show what you're about. Race matters this long. Race is the initial factor. Race is the first thing that people see. But when you show them what you're about, you know, race, real quick. So don't let these dumb people tell you it ain't no place for a black man. When I was in there, you know how many black people I saw running the place? So that's just dumb. And I can't stand people that's always talking about race. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's dumb, it's stupid. They never have any good backing to whatever they claiming. They claim never has any meat to it. It don't even have any bones. It's like twigs, not even a stick. It's like the grass after you cut it, the little broke up stuff. But anyway, you know, get in the military. That military gonna get you right. You ain't gotta go for no bomb squad or none of that stupid stuff. You go for something that you can do when you get out, because they'll teach you a trade in there. And when you get out, they're gonna hire you because you got a military background of doing this. You know, it's a bunch of people, you know, they go to that military and they come out, and some of them got a degree, some of them don't, but you know what? They got that knowledge. And they got that backup with that paper from the military stating that they knew how to do this. You know, people out here, they get a job making 15 an hour, you can get that same job making like 18 an hour. So, you know, start paying attention to that. And guess what? Everything I just told you, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I know some people don't like getting all the details of life or the details of anything unless there's some goofy stuff going on. And it's what I'm talking about is probably too serious for some people. But everything I just told you, you can do all of that in that little bit of time span that I told you, 16 to 24 years old. And in that period, you'll be finished at 24, and guess what? You'll have your own house, you'll have your own car, probably 2 or 3, and you'll be doing the things you want to do. You even have money in the bank. Just don't screw your credit up buying bull crap like clothes and cars that you can't afford. Just buy what you need. Don't buy no extras between the age of 16 and 24. Buy what you need. Screw what everybody else talking about, because you know what's going to happen? When you get on your feet, they're going to be running after you. They losers. And the people, it's going to be people that see what you're doing, that'll be a little bit older than you, they'll be attracted to you. And so this is another reason I say be boyfriend and girlfriend from the age of 16 to 24. Don't start thinking about loving nobody till you're a minimum of 25. Because then at 25, you already established. You know who you are. You know what direction you're trying to go. You know what you're trying to accomplish in life. You know what type of life you want to live. At least you scratched the surface and got an idea of the type of life you want to live. 16 to 24. There you go. Make that change. Make that solution. Make that difference. Follow that little bit of map. You'll get there. It's the BLONGshow. Trying to give you a little bit of game. Young humanitarian style. I'm out.